What's up, everybody? This is Tanner from TammanBaseballFan.com. Today, we're going to be breathing new life into some Hall of Fame T206 cards. Before I go any further, if you could hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, I'd certainly appreciate it. But anyways, let's take a look at these guys a little closer here. So we've got three of them. We have Addie Joss, we have Frank Chance, and we have Johnny Evers. So let me tell you a little bit about these guys here. So we'll start off with Joss. Joss is probably the best pitcher that you've never heard of. He actually ended up passing away at an early age of like 31, I believe it was, and he ended up having a 1.89 ERA career. And so just a phenomenal pitcher. One of the crazy thing was is about his windup. He did like a 180 whenever he was winding up, and then he finished off the pitch, straight up so he could field. Just guys, like, anytime you get a chance to read about these pre-war guys, do it. There's so many phenomenal stories. That's the tip of the iceberg for Joss, though. Joss, in his debut, he ended up pitching a one-hitter. Now, the thing is, it should have been a no-hitter. So here's what happened. This fella here, Bob Carruthers, and this is an 1888 Goodwin, and it's an N162. And this, by the way, again, if you don't know, is 1909 to 1911 T206. So there's, decades between these two cards here, right? Well, by the time whenever Joss, became a rookie, Carruthers at that point was an umpire. So as an umpire, he ruled a hit that actually, according to the fielder, which of course, but also other spectators, was actually a clean catch. So if it weren't for this guy here, Joss might have been credited with a no-hitter for his first game. So that's unfortunate. It reminds me of, it was a number of years ago. I don't remember exactly who the pitcher was, but the last out, I think the umpire flubbed the problem there too. So, but anyway, for these two guys, you have Evers and Chance. That's 2/3 of the Tinker to Evers to Chance trio of the Cubs. They're actually the subject of the second most famous poem ever in baseball, only second to Casey at the Bat. I'll read that real quick. It says, "That double play again. These are the saddest possible of words. Tinker to Evers to Chance. Trio of bear cubs and fleeter than birds. Tinker and Evers and Chance. Ruthlessly pricking our Gonfalon bubble." I don't know what that means. "Making a giant hit into a double. Words that are heavy with nothing but trouble. Tinker to Evers to Chance." So there you go. That's baseball history, you guys. So why are we doing something with these? Well, take a look at these cards here. They're not terrible condition. I mean, there's some issues and everything, but look at the back. I mean, look, these are well over 100 years old at this point. Look at the back. So unfortunately, when it comes to a lot of these cards, they've been put in scrapbooks, and sometimes the backs have horrible damage. As you can see, SGC, said cannot/do not grade. So there's problems. So my friend Andy actually sent these over to have me do some fun stuff with them. So let's take a look. I'll show you kind of one of the things I'm going to do here is I've actually created some backs, and we're not going to actually affix them to the cards. And I'll show you what we're going to do in a little bit here, but take a look at these. So these are actually different color rare backs. You have Lennox, Polar Bear, and Hindu. So the Lennox is purple, Polar Bear is green, and Hindu is hot pink. So all kinds of fun, funky things that Andy lets me do on some of his cards here. So we're going to have fun with these guys here. Let's take a look closer at what we're going to do. Man, you guys, there's something about holding these raw cards in your hands. I mean, just little miniature works of art. They're beautiful. I mean, how can you not fall in love with T206 cards, They're just beautiful. But let's take a look at what we're going to do. First, you're going to take these mini sleeves, these tobacco sleeves, and we're going to put the cards in them here. Okay, so here they are sleeved up. And now that they're in sleeves, we can actually slide these in the backs of them and not have to actually affix them with glue or anything like that. So let's take a look and see how that looks. Okay, so here they are again with their new backs. And I'll have to probably line them up a little better, but you take a look, and in the sleeves, they're really cool. Again, I love these funky back colors. They're so cool, so neat. I look forward to being able to hopefully do many more of these in the future as well. But anyways, here's what we're going to do next. All right, so here's what I've come up with. We're actually going to be creating jumbos out of these T206 cards. So here's the front of Evers. Just great picture of his face there, and nice design. And here's the back, and you'll notice that the back has a hole as well. So the actual T206 is going to be sitting right in the middle, so that way you can see the front and the back. And let's take a look at what that actually looks like. All right, you guys, here are the final finished products. So we'll take a look one at a time, front and back. Here's the Frank Chance. Here's the back as well. And one thing to mention as well is that none of these T206 cards have been damaged beyond the back damage that they had before. So like if Andy wants to, he could rip these apart and get the original pieces back out again. So there's the green polar bear. I love that green polar bear back. I love all the backs. I think they're just really just super cool. So anyways, there's Evers, and then we have Addy Joss, and there you go. And so here's the back as well, and that hot pink Hindu, just perfect. I love it. All right, guys, so there we go. There's all of them together. And Andy, I hope you love them. And thanks as always for allowing me to work on this stuff for you. And thanks everybody for watching. Hope you all have a great day.